Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jones. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute lick.
start a drive because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones completes this one to Thornton. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the intercept. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones, he's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 and able to get this out to the 25. Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So after the INT, it's Allen going up top. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Allen now on first down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, overall, he's had a productive day throwing the football, but that time maybe trying to do a little too much, and it backfired with a pick 6.
In the old days, defensive coaches would have been beside themselves with all the yardage that had been piled up with him throwing the football. But in this age of football, what they care about most? Possession, and them taking it away, turning it into a pick 6. They don't worry about the yardage given up. They like the result that their defense gave them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And
the ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
After the sack on first down, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Marcus Jones picks it. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jones on 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think
he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Jones now throwing on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down, Cook. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 36-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Cook running right. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Cook is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, Allen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
He'll return it from the 6. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. Allen will try to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
This is taken just shy of the 10 and out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Jones. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They run again on first down. Cook, room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 27, Jones. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
56. 5 wide.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's at the 50. 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Alert, alert, alert.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And his throw is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos for the pick. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now You're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory. Even better for them.
So for the Bills, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.